And this is what we're getting to here. Maharashtra government now is discussing the possibility of a lockdown. It's important to note here, Maharashtra, which has continued to record a daily rise in the number of cases here, despite several curbs, despite several restrictions, but there hasn't been a drop in the cases. The government now being forced to look into an absolute lockdown. The Chief Minister is to take a decision by tomorrow. Just today, we've heard that there are going to be, in fact, it's been confirmed and announced, there are going to be fresh curbs imposed as far as grocery stores are concerned. The state government here says that there is a need for a full lockdown and a decision that would be taken on this as early as tomorrow. Meetings for which are still underway. There were also earlier today an almost 3.5-hour long cabinet meeting which was on various other aspects to the fallout of the COVID crisis that were discussed. This was regarding shortage of remdesivir. This was regarding depleting stocks of medicated oxygen here, and also the issue of the 10th state board exams. So the 10th state board exams, which were earlier postponed, have now been entirely cancelled. What will work is to pass the students would be an internal assessment method. The students will be promoted to the next class here.
पूर्ण वर्ष
दहावीच्या
खऱ्या अर्थाने क्लासेस झाले नाही, ऑनलाईन झाले, मुलांनाही भरपूर अडचणी झाल्या, त्यामुळे ह्या रद्द व्हाव्यात. काही 7 राज्यांमध्ये रद्द झाल्या, तर त्या बाबतीतला सुद्धा तो निर्णय मंत्रिमंडळाने घेतलेला आहे आणि त्यामुळे इंटरनल असेसमेंट करायच्या नाही करायच्या ते वर्षाताई गायकवाड त्याबद्दल अधिक सविस्तर बोलतील. परंतु परीक्षा न घेता आता 10वीच्या परीक्षा 12वीच्या घ्यायच्या, परंतु 10वीच्या घ्यायच्या नाही, हा निर्णय मात्र मंत्रिमंडळाने एकमताने त्या ठिकाणी घेण्यात आलेला आहे.
Our Deputy News Editor Mayuresh is getting us further details here on this. Mayuresh, we've heard several of those decisions taken in the cabinet meet. Also regarding the oxygen crisis, the remdesivir crisis that was discussed there as well.
Absolutely, the main agenda of today's cabinet was Corona and how to tackle this pandemic and how to tackle this situation, because the meeting lasted almost for more than 3 hours. In the meeting, most of the cabinet ministers spoke in favor of a complete lockdown, at least for minimum, or we can say minimum for 15 days in the state, with the strict rules should be implemented. Because right now, though there is a lockdown or partial lockdown, the rules are in a place, but people are not obeying it, and that's why we have seen that government is reviewing all these rules periodically or every week and come up with the new rules. So all the ministers spoke in favor of 15 days lockdown. Also, the state government has taken a very important decision that they have cancelled the 10th standard exam. So all students who were supposed to appear for 10th standard exam, now all of them will be promoted in the next class. Regarding remdesivir, because there is a shortage of remdesivir in the state, and we have seen that how there is a fight which is happening between the state and the center, as well as between the state and the state government and opposition parties. So today at 7:30, Uddhav Thackeray will be holding a crucial meeting, a virtual meeting with the owners of remdesivir drug makers. There are 7 companies which make this drug, and Uddhav Thackeray will be having a one-on-one meeting with all these 7 owners to discuss that how the state government and these companies can tackle this shortage of remdesivir. Back to you.
Mayuresh, on another point that was discussed as far as procurement of vaccine is concerned, now that the central government has announced that state governments can directly do that to procure Moderna, to procure Pfizer, that has been very specifically discussed in this meeting here. And how is the state government going to go about doing that?
Absolutely, because in Maharashtra, we have seen that there is a shortage of vaccine, because even today also a lot of centers were basically asked the people to go back because there was no vaccine available at many centers. So state government has decided to write to the center and sort of permission to purchase or procure the vaccines which are available in the foreign countries and which has got the good efficacy report. Directly they wanted to purchase it for the state, and that's why they are going to write it to the center government for their permission and for their approval.